My name is Richard Ferrer, and I can say I am cloud hired.
That yes, come and try and get cloud hired. I'm cloud hired.
I'm cloud hired.
I'm cloud hired.
Hey, Go Cloud Architect family. I'm Cloud Hired.
So I'm cloud hired, guys.
So I'll just say I'm cloud hired.
I'm cloud hired.
I'm cloud hired thanks to Go Cloud Architects.
And I can say it proudly, Chris, I am cloud hired.
It worked for me, and now I'm cloud hired.
Because of Go Cloud Architect program, I am cloud hired. See!
I am cloud hired. Thank you, Mike and the GloCloud team.
Hi everyone, I'm Michael Gibbs and I'm the founder and CEO of GoCloud Careers, and this is a special month for all of us at GoCloud Careers. We are celebrating the 1-year anniversary of our first group program. In March 2021, I decided to launch our first ever group version of exactly the same thing that I was doing for the last few decades at a cost that was affordable by anyone, anywhere in the world. And since launching this program, we have helped countless individuals succeed in their career journeys, whether it be through our free technical content such as our ebooks, YouTube training videos, or technical boot camps for AWS or Cisco, or by enrolling in our Cloud Architect Career Development Program for additional professional development. We get notified almost daily that someone from our community has been cloud hired or cloud promoted, and the exciting news never stops. We at GoCloud Careers look forward to continuing to grow the community and helping as many of you as possible go out there and get yourselves cloud hired. Why don't you see what some of our program participants have to say about their experience?
Just close your eyes and join GoCloud Careers. It's totally worth. Like, I personally feel that in 2021, if somebody asked me what was the investment that you could talk of, I would say it would be investing in GoCloud Careers. Today, the confidence that I have got in just 3 months of time is it's a superior feeling, to be honest. So I just feel that yes, come and try and get cloud hired.
I wanted to be more than just technically smart. I wanted to develop my soft skills more. I wanted to be more energetic, more enthusiastic, more passionate towards not just technology, but to business leaders. And so I wanted to learn from someone who knew, it sounded like he was talking about, and Mike was that person.
The program doesn't prepare you just to pass a certification. It's preparing you to be successful on the role once you get the job.
I haven't seen this kind of program anybody's giving, this kind of detail, in-depth knowledge, and putting it very simply, not making it complicated, no mumbo jumbos of technologies and all that. He put it in the right perspective. Okay, this is what needs to be done, and this is how you explain it. That's what I like.
Everyone wants to help each other, and you never know what someone is going through. And I will definitely say that this program has really changed my life, as cliche-y as that sounds.
The most important thing that I believe this program has is Mike. In Mike's illustrated career, his experience, and his ability to kind of deliver the content, right, to anyone who is coming new into the cloud. I think that's impeccable. And the simplicity with which he delivered this is so easy to understand and makes a lot of difference.
First of all, you and Mike go above and beyond for your students in ways that I don't even think sometimes I've received this level of help from some people that I know personally. And I would say I'm a very loved person by the people around me.
This is the best program that you can ever come across as it relates to cloud architecture and what you can learn about cloud architecture, but also in addition to that, executive presence and how to, capitalize on the different resources that are there and, make yourself known out there in the industry.
So Go Cloud Career actually helps you focus on what's important to be an architect, right? Not an engineer or a developer, but an architect. This is crucial because you can spend years wasting your time on learning things that are not architecture related.
I want to really thank Mike from the bottom of my heart for being there for us as a mentor. And it is very tough to find such a great person, such a great team like Chris and the new team member, I think Leo, who joined, and they're all wonderful people, very inspiring.
Way the program is set up, we have these videos. So you're talking to different people. If you participate, you will be engaging with people in different countries all at the same time. And so it makes you feel a little bit more comfortable in speaking publicly to a group of people that you don't know. So that's another thing that I liked about the program. If you actually want to progress and progress quickly, then you are forced to come outside of your comfort zone. So this really took me outside of my comfort zone.
So the program is a combination of on-demand content, live webinars, live training sessions that you can attend at your leisure, because all of us who are professionals or who have their day jobs can't always attend every single session. So with Mike and his team, it provides us a different aspect. Either I could watch the videos on demand, or I can go do the content at my own pace, or I can attend live depending on my schedule. So it suits the best of everyone's schedule and everyone's needs. So that's what I liked about the program.
When I first joined the program, I expected there was going to be some pre-recorded content that I was going to be going through, and pretty much just me sitting behind my computer and kind of go through the content, and upon completion, maybe I'll have an assessment and see where I was. But that was completely different. It is live classes at least 2 or 3 times a week. There were certain weeks there were additional content, different guests that would come on for either motivational or just overall encouraging us in that journey.
Generally, if you go through any other program in the market, they teach only technical stuff. They hardly teach soft skill, how to present yourself, how to market yourself, how to promote yourself through social media like LinkedIn or any platform. And those things we learn here. Other than that, the very important thing we do here, thrice in a week, we get chance to work directly with Mike, with a very great team where you will find someone is network expert, someone is security expert, and we sit together in the call and we design the solution, whatever we design in the company, the same way we design here in the classroom, and that helps a lot. So I think nowhere you will get these kind of environment and this kind of stuff you are getting here.
Honestly, I'm surprised that I got this course for the price that I did, because the amount of things that I've received from this is amazing. He teaches us how to build our brand outside of the course content on LinkedIn, and he really gets us out there. Yesterday alone, I received about 5 different offers and different recruiters wanting to speak to me just to get me on the phone to hire me, because they see that I'm from Go Cloud. They see that I'm well decorated, I'm published.
And a lot of multi-dimensional development, that is something which I haven't expected that I would get when I was joining this training. Nobody would care, no trainer would care to teach you meditation. Nobody would care to teach you communication skills. He speaks about your emotional intelligence. He speaks about different kinds of attitudes. No trainer would actually do that. And this is what I never expected, and I did get that as a package from Mike.
Everyone is involved and interested in something different. So there's always like Telegram groups, like Zoom call meetings, let's say webinars, things I never would have heard of if it wasn't for Go Clouds. And if one of my connections in my network, whatever, is like interested in AI, you know, I never really knew I would have been interested in AI, but now I'm joining an AI workshop. How would I have heard about that before? So the workshops, webinars, for sure, study group opportunities, opportunities as far as jobs, like recruiters. I'm hit up by recruiters now. Like, I'd say the average now is 5 a day. So I try to take some of those and just practice my interviewing skills, even because I'm not looking for a job right now. You know, I don't want to burn a bridge either.
Another thing is that I didn't expect to have a live architecture design in our classes, some of the live classes. And you know what, I couldn't make a lot of them because I had work, but I was able to go back and watch those videos and learn how to actually get the requirements and create an architecture for our customer. So this is something I don't see in any other program. That's something that is very crucial for you as an architect, being able to design an environment and present it to the customer.
So what makes this program stand out to me is that it's not just some sort of boot camp where you're shuffle through like 100 miles an hour. You can go as fast as you want or as slow as you want to be able to develop those skills, and you're continuously progressing to understand more and to develop more. And so I like the fact that I'm not being rushed through this whole program, but I could take as little as say 4 months or as much as 8 to 10 months, you know, depending on the pace that I want. And I'm not pressured to produce, but I am progressing through the program at my own pace. And that's what I like about the program.
Soft skills, business acumen, executive presence, those are very vital part for cloud architect position and cloud architect roles and responsibility.
This program stands out from others in the sense that it provides students and attendees the background on why the cloud is such an important piece of technology now, and not being vendor specific. I think that understanding the cloud from a whole and not just AWS, Azure, GCP, Alibaba, or what have you, really gives students the advantage to understand the components that go into any cloud, and will be able to successfully speak to those components.
But I have not been able to find any better program that not only provide you the knowledge about the tech part, but also help training you for the soft skills part. And I think this is really, really important.
The way the content was presented, the way the training is ran, it gives you the hands-on approach or the hands-on experience, whether you're talking to a director of IT or CIO or CEO, knowing exactly how to speak at those different levels, the different tiers, and to make you a holistic architect, and as well as focusing on the other aspect that other programs don't focus on, which is the soft skills, right? Everybody can learn new technology and speak the jargon, but can they relay that from the business aspect and marry that to the technology solutions? And that program is so far second to none, because I haven't seen any program yet in the market that ties in both the technical as well as the soft business skills that is necessary to be successful as an architect in the cloud space.
The level of simplification that Mike brings to this course, right? So he literally prepares you. He teaches you the foundation of the cloud computing, irrespective of any specific provider, whether it's AWS or Azure or Google Cloud. No, he teaches you the basic foundations, and he prepares you so that you can go and work for any of the cloud providers.
And he makes you feel important. There are almost 90 to 100 people on the team, but still, what I love about it, this training is he never ignores anybody, and everyone gets the opportunity to talk. Let that be the right, wrong. He never puts anyone down, and he's always encouraging.
I really like the way of teaching the Mike's simplification of the program, as well as the way he teaches all the basic. Like Mike says always, make sure you have your basics right. Once you have the basics right, then it doesn't matter you go to which cloud technology. You go to AWS, you go to Azure or you go to Google. But once you have your basics rights, then you can do it. And the way he has the emotional intelligence, as well as, that's the biggest factor for any architect when you're joining the course, leadership skills.
So I'd say the sense of community is definitely the number one aspect to me that stands out about Go Cloud Architects.
This community, there is this fantastic community of people wherein they're so energetic, so positive, and the beauty of it is they treat you like a family member. So you feel as if you're surrounded by these cloud marathoners, and you have to just go and be present there and just absorb that frequency.
That was like a great surprise, was how many people were eager to learn and how many people joined.
In Hindi, we'll call it a kutum. A kutum is kind of like a family. So here, every single person I interacted with, I made a lot of good friends, professionally, personally as well. And they are here to support each other. And that's the biggest part I have seen. There's a big difference from the other programs.
Everybody wanting everybody to help each other. It really is a family. And I was surprised and pleasantly surprised about how everybody's just rooting for you to do really well.
So the best thing about Go Cloud Careers is that it's like a community, right? So it's like a family. I don't see that in a lot of other programs where everybody's there together on the same goal, same journey, and just by being there, you feel like you're not alone in the journey. So you can talk to your colleagues. They have different expertise. Some can be working in architecture for a while, but they're there for improving their soft skills, executive presence, or presentation skills, while other people that have never touched technology are there learning technical stuff. So you can all share experiences. I don't know any other program that offers architecture design, soft skills, presentation skills, training, and self-paced technical labs and other things for under $1,000. I mean, this is a steal in my opinion.
And through this community, I've gained friendships that I know will last for a long time. People that have similar interests, similar goals. People that also motivate me to go at it a little bit harder, study, because we gain study partners, study groups that we're able to create outside of the programs, and some of those members, have also made the transition to AWS, and it's all these relationships would not have been possible if it wasn't for the community that Go Cloud created to have like-minded individuals.
I think what Mike and the community has to offer are so valuable, and it's so hard to find any place else or any other program that willing to lend you a hand, walk you through, give you the opportunity for you to work on yourself like this. So I think this is such a great program for a really surprise price.
I made some real good relationships here. Like, some of the participants, they are not necessarily, they are from a very good background. A lot of people who participate in this program are from very good organizations. They come with varied skills.
What makes Go Cloud Architects stand out is undoubtedly the sense of community. I have made so many friends, and not just friends, but also networking opportunities. Honestly, I dare to say lifelong friends. You can't stop the community. Everyone is very positive, encouraging. There's so many different sub communities, Telegram channels everybody makes. There's a lot of leadership in the program, and we all work together. And that really does help you continue to keep going.
And you've given us a family oriented environment. Like, this is a really amazing community. Everybody helps each other. Everybody talks to each other. You can message you or Mike most of the time throughout the day, and you guys will answer us in a quick time. And it's surprising because there's so many students in the course, and everybody feels like they're getting like a one-on-one direct attention. And I truly thank you guys for that, because I still don't get how you guys do it.
Computing, and he made me believe that even I can be a cloud architect one day, and that was something I was looking for, and that belief was instilled into me by Michael Gibbs, so by Mike.
I will say thank you, Chris and Mike, for creating this amazing program. Where I was 8 months ago is there's no comparison today. I've learned not only tech, but so many soft skills and transferable skills from the military that I honestly had no idea at that point had any relation to cloud computing. So your program has 150% changed how I think about my skills, what's transferable, just in general, how I should be thinking about those soft skills and their importance. So thank you very much. I've been able to really upskill those areas of my life. So thank you.
Mike doesn't only teach technology, he also teaches you, living the life the way you should be living, disciplined life kind of thing. And he puts his own personal examples and gives us the tips. Even the yoga, the meditation, that whole process, the whole thing that Mike teaches, holistically, aesthetically, and technical is the one part, but that helps a lot. Me personally, professionally, as well as everything. I'm thankful for Mike and you guys.
I don't know what else and can I say about this program. I think it definitely changed me for the better, and it has helped me to believe more in myself that I can do this and I can break the gap of getting higher. And I'm grateful to be able to find this community and this program.
And on top of it, Mike being, as I said, qualifying Mike as being my guru is really something that I cherish. This is probably one of the best techno management development programs that I have seen in the recent time. Even I have experience going through them within the enterprises that I have worked in the past, but the quality of this particular program is super high. So
I wanted to thank everyone, and this is a great team. I'm so proud to be associated with them, and it is very tough to find a person like Mike who is selfless in such a big bad world. So I'm so happy to be associated, and it is because of this team I am cloud hired. Thank you, Mike and the GlowCloud team.
Thank you so much for watching this video. It was an honor to speak to you today, and I look forward to seeing you and helping you build your best cloud career. Become cloud hired, get cloud promoted.